On today's video, I want to talk about how the Democrat Party is continuing to hemorrhage folks, but as well as I want to dive into this video that I came across of a guy who Democrats would love to say that we all hate him, okay? And we don't. And I want to talk about that a little bit today because the Democrat Party is continually trying to push this narrative that Republicans are these hateful, nasty, and terrible people, when in reality, it's the Democrats. It's them. They're the hateful and terrible people. Because the moment that you disagree with them, oh, they come guns a-blazing. I mean, they're literally setting Teslas on fire because they don't like Elon Musk. When have you ever seen Republicans doing anything like that? Did Republicans go after what's the guy's name he used to be a majority owner for the Dallas Mavericks, but now I believe he's a minority owner in the Dallas Mavericks. Mark Cuban. When Mark Cuban was a surrogate for Kamala Harris, the Republicans go after the Dallas Mavericks franchise and boycott or set trash on fire outside of the stadium? No, we left him alone. We disagreed with him. We laughed at him. But we didn't do anything to his business. It's the Democrat Party that are the hateful ones. But with that being said, let's dive in.
I just want to say to all the Republicans out there, thank you so much for all the love and support you guys have given me the last 5 years. If you don't know who I am, my name is Ken Carson. I am a 24-year-old gay conservative man that is on the feminine side. I am a professional makeup artist. I wear makeup, I get my nails done, I wear heels, I like pink, whatever. The last 5 years has really been interesting. I've been told probably over 1 million times about how Republicans don't like gay people, but the only hate that I have ever received is from the Democrats. Like, even for today, I had a gay man from Canada have 200 people report a live that I'm in with my friends simply because he's mad that I don't want to debate a man from Canada that's not even legally old enough to drink in this country, never been in this country, is not even a citizen in this country. Why would I waste my time? And it's crazy to me that I'm villainized and I'm pictured as this horrible, terrible monster in society when all I've ever wanted was to stand up for what I believe in. I'm sorry, Democrats, that I want to protect biological women. I'm sorry that I want a secure border. I'm sorry that I want American citizens to start being treated the way that we deserve to be treated by the people we elect into office. That's what I want. And I'm sorry that you're so delusional and your brain is so gone that you believe this bullshit lie that you keep telling me every day. Republicans have been the ones that have always had my back since day one. So many. Every single person that follows me is a God-fearing, beautiful Republican man or woman, and they have supported me. They treat me like family, Democrats. Y'all have never treated me like anything besides I'm a monster. Republicans open their arms, open their homes. They treat me like I am their own. They don't care that I'm gay. Even if they don't agree with my lifestyle, they don't attack me for it. They even tell me, Ken, you know what, Ken? I don't agree with what you're doing, but you know what? Thank you for doing what you do and standing up for what you believe in. We appreciate it. And that means the world to me. Republicans have been the ones that have loved me, stuck by my side, fought for me. Like, Democrats, why are you believing this lie when you can't even support a gay person like myself? Because my beliefs are different. You sit there and preach equality, but you attack me every single day. When is it going to stop? You sit there and complain about how us Republicans won't drop our ego. We've tried to. We've tried to debate with you. We've tried to understand where you're coming from. But your party as a whole is so toxic, so misinformed, and so unguided with God that you don't know how to have a conversation. Leave me alone. I'm allowed to make Republican content, just like you're allowed to make your Democratic content. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm a human being that's expressing my beliefs and standing up for what I believe in. And I'm not hurting anybody. But you know what's hurting? Me. Because you hurt me. Because my beliefs. And I'm done with it. From now on, Democrats, if this is how you're going to be, then you're just not going to be allowed to see me. I'll make sure that you're blocked away from me because I'm going to continue fighting for my country. I'm going to continue fighting for the things that I love. I'm going to fight for my women. I'm going to fight for my people. I'm going to fight for my fucking country. And I'm not going to let you have power over me anymore. Democrats, it's done. You lost the election. Go back in your little hole and shut up until next election.
Hey, listen. And I want everybody to comment. Could anybody argue with anything that he said there? I agreed with everything that he said. We as Republicans and conservatives, we may not agree with his lifestyle, but we don't have to agree. There's certain things about my lifestyle that some of you may not agree with. But that's fine over on this side of the political aisle. We don't let that be like the end all be all simply because you do some things in your private life that I may not agree with. That doesn't mean that we have to be mortal enemies or that we can't support the same candidate. Like, that's stupid. That mindset is so dumb. It's mind boggling to me how the Democrat Party chooses, or why the Democrat Party chooses to embrace that type of thought process. Because I don't completely agree with you on everything, we can't agree on anything. You're the enemy now. What? So we're not allowed to be individuals? Like, the fact that this brother is gay doesn't mean that we have to be enemies. No, we're close to enemies. Not even in the slightest bit enemies. We just have a little bit of a disagreement. That's all. Move on. Next subject. How are you doing today? How was work? You know, like we can talk about a billion other things, right? Oh, man. And listen, I have yet to see any Republicans going after any gay individuals that are like this brother here, that are just minding their own business, just gay, that's all. But you will see Democrats going after them that are minding their own business, that are like this brother here, that are just making Republican content. Crazy. But that the Democrat Party is the party of love and positivity, though, right? That's what they always preach to us. Love, positivity, and acceptance. It's all about love and positivity until you disagree. And it's all about diversity until it comes to ideas. Just saying. I am just saying. Oh, man. These folks, man. I got another clip for you guys that I want to share. Check it out.
Absolutely. I would love to tell my story, but I'm going to start with showing you a video. It's from my old TikTok account that was banned in January. I had this video go viral. I had 200 followers at the time. I didn't know why anyone cared who I was going to vote for or why what I had to say was important. If you would have told me a month ago that I would be voting for Donald Trump in this next election, I would have told you to kindly off. You know what? No. I would have told you to right off. Because absolutely not. I would never vote for him. But you know what? I'm a human. And as humans, we are allowed to grow. We are allowed to evolve. We are allowed to change our opinions. We are allowed to educate ourselves on topics that maybe we're not as versed on as we think that we are. And that's exactly what I've been doing. And I realized that I was drastically misinformed before, and I won't let that happen again. So prior to that video, I mainly got my political information from an echo chamber that I had created. I had created my own echo chamber. On Facebook, that was where the majority of my information came from, or I would just take sound bites from the news. And I actually learned from RFK Jr. that the media, the news, is actually propaganda. If you look up the Smith-Mundt Act, Obama repealed part of that act, which really allows our government to feed us propaganda. So once I realized that that was the case, I wondered what all I was being misled about. And then came the debate between Trump and Biden. I wasn't super happy with either candidate. I was probably going to vote for RFK Jr. But whenever he was replaced, Biden, when he was replaced and Kamala was the nominee, even though we didn't vote for her, she was selected, I started asking a lot of questions, like why would I vote for her? I actually saw a video here on this app, and it was a gentleman interviewing two young women, and he asked whether they would vote for Trump or America. And when they said America, I was like, dang, I have Trump derangement syndrome. Would I unalive everyone just to avoid voting for him? And then I started asking myself, you know, what policies does Kamala have? So I went to her page, and there was not one single policy on her page. It was literally just a link to donate to the campaign fund. So against what I wanted to do, I went to Donald Trump's page. Agenda 47 was there. I was hearing a lot of Project 2025. I believed that wholeheartedly, that that was actually a true thing, but it wasn't, because I went to his page and it detailed every single thing that he wanted to do. And you know what? He's done all of that plus more.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Go show her some love. Her name is Crazy Lace 333 on TikTok if you want to check her out. And the brother's name on TikTok was Republican Carson. You can see it there. If you need to pause it, do so. But there's his name right there on TikTok, Republican Carson on TikTok. But yes, and if you guys remember, if you've been watching for quite a while, I was saying this before the election. The Republican Party post-election is going to look completely different. And here you have it. Here you have it. I said top to bottom, from the politicians to the voting base, it's going to look completely different. You are going to see people who in the past you wouldn't have ever would have thought would have voted for Trump that fully support Donald Trump. Fully support him. I can't remember which video it was, but somebody said this is now the new Republican Party. This is a new Republican Party, the new Republic, right? And I completely agree. This isn't the Republican Party of old with the Liz Cheneys of the world, the warmongers, the rhinos, the Mitch McConnells and whatnot. This isn't that Republican Party. This is truly a new Republican Party that has, honestly, quite frankly, a lot of Democrats in it, former Democrats. Me being one of them. I'm a former Democrat, and Donald Trump himself is a former registered Democrat. That's facts. That's facts. And he's the leader of the party. So this is a completely new party that has taken the Republican Party and improved upon it. It's taking a Republican Party and made it truly America first. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's a party that's honestly and truthfully accepting of everyone. And I don't even have to say that, because you could see it all around, right? We are not the party of, simply because we disagree, you got to be the enemy. Like, we're the party of, hey, we have a disagreement here, but that's okay. We can talk about some other things. How's your day going? How's your family? We don't have to be mortal enemies over here simply because we disagree. And this brother right here is a perfect example. Perfect example, right? And so shout out to him, man, and shout out to Crazy Lace on TikTok. Shout out to Republican Carson as well. But yeah, man. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. We are accepting of everyone. It's wonderful, man. It's wonderful. This party is going to go to some new heights. I think that Democrats are going to have a really hard time winning over the next, 16 to 20 years. With the way that they're going and the way that they treat people. I mean, talk can only go so far. Talking about caring about everybody can only go so far. Especially when you have people like Republican Carson that have come out and stated like, yo, the only people that have ever treated me badly have been Democrats. And I've said that myself. If you open my DMs right now today, the only negative DMs that I have are from Democrats. Democrats. You could scroll through my comment section. The only negative comments that I like, truly negative, not, constructive criticism or anything like that. I don't consider those negative. But the only negative comments that I have are from Democrats. Calling me names, saying I'm a bootlicker, all this other stuff. It's from Democrats. But yet, they're supposed to be the party of love and positivity. Right. Anyway, talk to me, y'all. What y'all think? Peace and love. I'm out.